Welcome to the online presentation. This is Smriti ma'am from SV Union High School and Junior College. Today's subject is Geography, Standard 10th. We will continue with the third part of the video of chapter number 6, Population. So, in the earlier session we have seen the population distribution in Brazil. How is it unevenly distributed? What is the population of Brazil according to census 2010? We have also learned how to calculate the population density of the given area. So, in this session we will continue with the sex ratio of Brazil and India. So, let's get started. Our first topic is population composition. What is population composition? It's a description of the population according to its characteristic, such as you can say the age group, sex ratio, literacy rate, the population growth rate and the life expectancy. This data is often compared over time using population pyramids, out of which we will see the most important feature of India's population, that is the sex ratio. Sex ratio in India is defined as the number of females per 1000 males in the population. Internationally, if you see the definition of sex ratio, it is defined as number of males per 100 females. So, talking about India, we are going to see the number of females as compared to 1000 males. So, 1000 males are there. So, what is the number of females is the sex ratio. Sex ratio is an index of male-female balance in population. According to census 2001, the sex ratio of the population stood at 933 females per 1000 males, a marginal increase from 927 recorded at 1991 census. That means in the span of 10 years from 1991 to 2001, there has been increase in the number of females in India. Now here in this image you can see the sex ratio of Brazil. Which type of graph is this? Yes, this is a line graph. So this is the number of females per 1000 males for the country Brazil. So let's observe. Here on x-axis you can see the number of years. Okay, it's 1961, 1971, 1981. So there's a gap of 10 years. Let's see the y-axis. On y-axis they have shown the number of females. They have started from 900, 920, 940, so on till 1100. See how to read the map. In order to find out the sex ratio of the year 1981, so we are going to take a scale and a pencil, and from 1981 you are going to draw a straight line. Then here is the number 1010. Yes, here it coincides. So you can say that the sex ratio of Brazil in the year 1981 is coming as 1010. So according to 1000 males, the number of females are 1010. So the number of females are more in Brazil as compared to the number of males. Similarly, you can calculate the sex ratio for the year 1971, 1991, 2001. But if you observe the line graph from 2001 to 2011, there has been tremendous increase in the number of females in Brazil. So we can conclude that the sex ratio of Brazil has been more than 1000 since decades, and the number of women have outnumbered the men. Let's observe the sex ratio of India. Again here you get a line graph with an gap of 10 years, 1961, 71, 81, 1991, 2001 and 2011. So if you want to calculate for the year 1971, from here you'll draw a straight line upwards from 1971 and from here 930. So here it coincides. So it is 930 females. So according to 1000 males, the population of females is only 930 in the year 1971. So if you observe the sex ratio of 2011, you will find the number of females are 940. It is 940 females per 1000 males. So let's analyze the graph. Here in India, we can see fluctuations in the sex ratio since few decades. There had been slight increase in the sex ratio after the year 1991. So in India, the men outnumber women, means the men's population is always been higher than women in India. But in Brazil, it's exactly the opposite. The number of females are always more, always high than the male population. Let's see whether this condition is found in all the states of India. So the states that have unfavorable sex ratio are Sikkim, Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Haryana, here Delhi, Chandigarh, Dadra Nagar Haveli and Diu and Daman. Kerala is the only state and Puducherry is the only union territory where the sex ratio is 1084 and 1087 females per 1000 males respectively. Now let's see the reasons for low sex ratio. So the first reason is the gender discrimination. They determine the gender during pregnancy and they terminate if there's a female child, the female fetus. And so the number of girls go on reducing. They feel that only males or boys will be able to take up the responsibility and care for their future. But it's not so. In today's generation, you can find that females are more superior and they are even able to cope up the entire responsibility of the family. In order to increase the number of females, even the government of India has taken up an initiative. The name of the campaign is Save Girl, Teach Girl. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Save the daughter, educate the daughter. It aims to generate awareness and improve the efficiency of welfare services intended for girls in India. So here we finish with the sex ratio of India and Brazil. And if we do a comparative study of the sex ratio of India and Brazil, you can say that in Brazil the number of females is always more than the number of males. Whereas in India, the number of females have never exceeded 1000. The second important feature of India's population is the age group. As you know very well, the proportion of youth in India's population is very high. And it forms a major part of a working population. So India is hence correctly looked upon as a young country. The age structure is classified into three groups. The first category is the children below 15 years. They fall into dependent population. The second category is adults from 15 to 59 years. And this is the independent population, the working population. The third category is the aged population, the people who are above 59 years of age. They are also called as dependent population. So children as well as the aged group fall under dependent population. Let's study the figure 6.4 given on page number 41. Here you can see the age and sex pyramid. The first one is of Brazil in year 2016. Similarly, below you can see India of the year 2016. The pink color denotes the females, and the blue color, which you can see the blue lines, those are males. So the conversation going on between the two kids, and they are talking related to the population pyramid, and this population pyramid shows age and sex of the population. It will tell you the percentage of various age groups of males and females in our country. It will also help us to know the proportion of children, youth and the old people in the country. Let's observe the first image. Here you can see the Brazil's age and sex pyramid of the year 2016. See the x-axis, you can see the percentage of population, and on the y-axis you can see the age groups 0 to 4 years, 5 to 9 years and so on till above 100 years. So if you see the x-axis, here you can see 0 and here is 2. So in between here you'll have somewhere here 1. So 2 to 4, here in between you'll have 3. So let's study to read this map. Here the pink lines is the females. So if you see the age group from 30 to 34, here it is coming above 4. So somewhere 4.2 will be the number. If you see 0 to 4, you can see the females are 3 you can say 8. It is near to 4. So this way you are going to read, and let's see the males. See the age group from 30 to 34. Here you can see it's also crossing 4. So it is maybe 4.1. And let's go above, and here you can see somewhere around 85 to 89. Here the number of females are more, whereas 85 to 89 the number of males are very less. So number of females is exceeding the number of males in Brazil. So we can conclude that the age group from 10 to 40 is more in Brazil for both males and females in the year 2016. So here we conclude with the third module of chapter number 6, population. In the next session we will see the percentage of population of India. So till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.